playing on Samus A. Everyone knows you really want to be playing on Samus B. Samus B or bust. We actually wonder how many people in the Super Metroid community run on something other than Samus A.
Well, what about B, you know?
Well, we run on B.
Because there's always room for improvement, you know?
Yeah.
B student always wants to improve to be the A student.
That's why we run on File B. We're that B.
All right, we got both runners starting off series. The infamous spaceship that'll... Well, I'm not going to give any spoilers away. Just wait and watch.
Who are they going to find? It's so ominous in here. It's just the baby Metroid. Yes, Galen, B for Blatt.
Wait, that's that baby Metroid? I thought that was Jello mold.
Oh, snap! It's Ridley! Holy moly! Y'all, they're not even fighting him. What? Alright, so in all seriousness, they're just going to damage themselves down at 24 health, critical health, blow up the station and run off.
It's just a scripted fight. They're just like, yeah, this is just a formality for the game. We're bored. Not the funnest part, but can sometimes give some issues, especially these rooms coming up. Steamed and Steam. Never fun.
And more Steam. It's almost like it's a sale of Steam.
Ooh. Is that a plug?
Steam sales on. PB's half price. Get them while they're hot.
All right, we got both runners, Mr. Average Guy getting a 45 and EODTex getting a 43. Not too bad of series times, but nothing matters at this point. It's kind of like a whose line is it anyways at this point. The you know, the times don't matter and the speed run's the only thing that matters. I don't know how it goes. Drew Carey does a lot better than me because there is still a
matter and the end time counts for internet bragging rights.
And something frames.
Yeah.
And we got the timers and everything synced now, so it looks like Mr. Average Guy, because that series time is a little bit ahead by about 2 seconds, given the series time. And this part...
Go ahead.
This part of the game is pretty standard. Both runners are just going to do their best to fall, and Mr. Average Guy falling down using Moonfall. EOD doing the same.
Falling is actually a lot harder in this game to do than you would think.
Yeah, it is. It is a art of falling.
All right, so one meme faller and one not, and you can see just how much time that saves. Mr. Guy Average getting to the elevator at 250, under that 252 mark, and Tex getting there to 256. So that's with that moonfall, that's a big old difference.
All right, and both of them on their way to get their morphing ball. Remember the gerund form of morphing. It's not a verb at this point. It's a gerund. And first missiles of the game by Mr. Guy Average.
Reverse Slinky, have faith. PBs all around. There's a Steam sale. PBs are half price. Come on now.
Okay, and Mr. Average hitting about 347 on the elevator and way back up. So yeah, this is still pretty close. Still have many areas, a lot of RNG, and lots of fun ahead. And we're gonna see what Mr. Guy Average goes for, starting his part of the climb. And is he gonna go for? Oh, he's gonna go for the wall climb method. Ooh, and nice, good, tight wall jumps there. Ooh, kind of missed one, but it's not big either. Not falling, that's good. And Mr. Average getting out 430, so plenty of time.
Look at those ledge grabs.
Ooh,
nice. As we curse him.
And EODTex going up with the JD or Behemoth climb. I get confused. Oh, unintentional deboost there.
Oh.
All right, and we got a sub 5-minute bomb time by Mr. Average Guy. Mr. Guy Average, man, that's gonna throw me off.
Average guy.
The noun is in front of the adjective. Or is average the noun and guy is the adjective? I don't know anymore.
He's not your pal, NTSC. I'm not your guy, pal.
I'm not your buddy, friend.
Alright, so Mr. Guy Average going to be leaving the Bomb Trezo room, not getting the skip. EOD also not getting BT skip. Really only able to be done on PAL, though, so...
And Tech's kind of getting BT into a couple extra steps, which does not save a few seconds. But looks like it's turning out to be a good fight. Missing the head blowy animation and finishing his BT fight. No need to farm, just can run out and be like, see ya, BT. And he does.
Alright, so we're about to find out here which route both of these runners are going to use. Looks like Mr. Guy Average going to be doing old route here, tanking the damage on the green pirates. We'll see what Tex decides to do, but we do believe he will run old route.
Old route, best route.
You would think we would know this because we think we've commentated one other of his matches.
All right, and Mr. Guy Average on to his first sequence break of the game. So let's see.
Sequence break in the game?
Got the jump and mock ball early, and we don't need speed booster there. That's just not necessary in here this game. And gets his super missile pack.
That was a sub 7 early supers, wasn't it?
It seemed like it. So
yeah,
that's a really good time.
That's a really good time.
And Tech's making his way.
Mockball and Big Pink and pretty standard stuff. Tech's also getting the early supers Mockball.
Congrats to both. You now have sequence broke the game.
So Mr. Guy Average is going to be picking up his charge beam. Sub 750. Wow, very, very nice time for Mr. Guy Average.
Very respectable time. No up and two, but clean escape from charge. And on his way to Green Hill Zone, which I don't know which Nintendo game this is named after. And
we think the mascot though is in some Nintendo games, but not quite a Nintendo game.
But after the fact as IP. Ooh, and missing that charge shot, gonna gonna lose a little bit of time there, but nothing too bad. And as you mentioned before, falling down is much harder than you think in this game.
Falling down is really hard for him in this, honestly. Like Business Center, the down back here in, Red Tower, the big pink down back. It's just, falling is an art.
Yeah, I've given up on down backs, and I'm finding alternatives. Not very intuitive to me. All right, and Mr. Average Guy going in to see Crate at his crib.
Crate is currently trying on dresses. Gonna see if Samus wants to take him to prom.
And we'll see if it's Crade's Super Sweet 16 or 16 Candles. And Tex making his way through the tube that will eventually lead to Meridia. And let's see... Ooh. Going for the regular entrance. Not a bad call. Saves your super missiles.
And MrGuyAverage beginning the dance of death with Kraid. As Kraid comes out and models the dresses.
And let's see here. Going for the charge method. Ooh, and looks like we need to get the prom visit.
Yeah,
and
Sweet
standard
16.
glitch. Ooh, and just missing. But you know, just
recovers nicely.
A couple seconds wasted, or a good 20 seconds wasted, but
that initial when you if you miss the quick kill and Kraid does the stand up, Rose legs, you have to typically wait on Kraid to open his mouth first to be able to shoot anything into it. Typically, you would just shoot Kraid again anywhere on the body or the face, and he'd open his mouth. But that first time upon stand up, you just have to wait him out.
And looks like EOD getting the stand-up glitch as well.
Kraid just not wanting to open his mouth.
And Kraid lames one of his supers.
Unfortunately, we think Tex went in there with only 3 supers, so doing the charge method would not have had enough. Would have had to have a missile for backup. So a good backup for that is to just fire your charge shot, get 1 missile in, and then repeat with your next 3 supers. Because with just 1 missile, Kraid actually won't stand up.
Alright, and MrGuyAverage making his way out of Kraid's lair and gets mouth ball. Ooh. That is such a beautiful strat when people
That's a hard one to get, too.
And Tex going for the pseudo screw 2 missile to get into the next room. Beautifully done.
Is it really DLC or is it an expansion pack? Because back in those days, it would have been an expansion pack.
Yeah, that they would have charged $20 from.
Yeah.
Get on CD. Yeah, I remember those days. Now it's like, get a free gun. It's like, but you've made the game infinitely easier because I've downloaded DLC. No. I'm saying this to the garbage. Thank you, Deus Ex.
Oh, and Tex not getting the mouth ball, but he does get across the gap. Very nice there. That's a really hard jump to make.
Absolutely.
That's like deceptively hard.
Alrighty, and as we mentioned, falling can be sometimes a little difficult in this game because you have all kinds of weird turns and crannies to go around.
Honestly, Business Center is super input heavy too. So whenever people get the whole thing without bonking, that is just so impressive.
All right, and we are on to the Rising Lava Room. No mock ball to get in there. It saves a couple of frames, but it looks more cool if anything. But making out nonetheless. Easy peasy, easy game. And now toward to the second real boss of the game, and conquers
King Pack, yes.
Excuse me.
And MrGuyAverage having 2 supers, not deciding to farm at all before going through this hallway to speed booster here.
Oh, they're fine. They got plenty of good.
Yeah, they got plenty. A farming strat there is actually, before going in there, is something we've kind of taken to. Because if you get the farm you need, then you just don't need a farm on the way out, but it's really a wash. Because either you farm before going in or you farm on the way out. So it's the same time, really, regardless.
That is interesting. Depends on what you have for ammo-wise.
Oh my, the God Farm! Jeez
Ooh.
Louise, straight up to 5 supers.
All right, let's get some Bless RNGs in chat.
Very nicely done by Tex, getting up Bubble Mountain.
And
He didn't even hit that sensor. Get out of here. Did you see that?
oh, that sensor is
gate ever.
sometimes very trolly to hit. Like, I've looked at it. The hitbox on that thing should be pretty big, and there should be a good enough window. But sometimes it's like I just can't hit it.
His shot was like his shot hit the gate under the sensor. Wow.
Yeah, as I said, that hitbox is
that free gate
is more wonky than Bottoon. And MrGuyAverage kind of doing a nice little recovery. I'm not sure if that's what they usually do for that, but usually you're gonna jump off the left side by the door, but opting to kind of weave himself in and out of the platforms. So nicely done.
Tex also going to be leaving with 5 super missiles. That's very important for both these runners making their way up to Fantoon. Typically, you'll get the ammo you need anyway off the 4 CACs on the way up, but even still, you definitely want to, you know, the more that's just more health in their pocket, basically.
Yeah, and
Oh wow, Tex getting up there, just a jump and a down grab, not bothering with the wall jump there.
Saves a couple of frames there. And
Very
MrGuyAverage getting the Alpha Spark. Nice job there.
Tell you, there are just 2 strats in this game. Like Alpha Spark, we have respect for people that can pull off Alpha Spark. It's something, a year of running, we've never once pulled off.
Yeah, every now and then I will botch that. Ooh, and
just missing the.
Ooh, and nice recover there. You got after you do that, there's still some time to get back up there. So if you can time your wall jumps and the Ripper and Jesse and the Rippers are on the right way, you can get yourself back up there before you have to do another shot again.
Oh, and unfortunately, Kay going through one of those first yellow jumpy things.
Oh, and looks like EODTex is setting up for Alpha Spark as well. Ooh, and gets it as well. Both runners getting Alpha Spark. Not bad at all. Ooh, and takes a spike damage right before the elevator. And
Tex having, gonna have a little bit of.
Tex having a little bit of
already going.
Tex having a little bit of issues trying to get the spin jump going. So with the spin jump, you have to be going in a direction, hitting jump in order to spin. Otherwise, if you're not traveling in any direction, you will just jump in place and you'll get a jumping animation with no somersault.
That was a really good recovery by Tex, though.
Ooh, and got a goop spark from MrGuyAverage guy.
Because once you muck up Red Tower, like it's kind of over at that point. Like the Rippers are just gonna be constantly in your way.
As I said, if you've mastered wall jumping, it gets you. It can help you save some time, but as I said, the key is those crumble blocks or the shot blocks are on a timer and they will respawn. So you have a good about 10 seconds, but falling, and especially if you're taking damage as you go down, can eat a lot of time. And it looks like MrAverage guy is in wreck ship now. And we will see how he decides to dispatch of everybody's favorite ghost outside of that 1991 movie.
Yeah, y'all, make sure to get your compliments in chat for Fast Patterns here. For Fantoon. So, yeah, compliment Fantoon.
Do we sing that song from Ghost?
No, what?
I'm just making a bad joke.
You're totally sing it.
No. I don't even know how it goes.
Too late now, Quickie. Sing away.
No one can make me do anything. And looks like Mr. Average Guy was trying to go for Doppler, but having a little bit issue with some of those flames.
No, Jones.
Got to be a little careful here.
These flames do some damage. That's just
yeah, sitting at 70. Ooh, sitting at 59 health here. Not the best right now because he's going to take about 20 points of damage from each flame hit. He's got to be really careful here, otherwise this can end right now and give Tex a really big lead.
A lot of times, if I'm facing Fantoon and have like little health and in the health bomb range, like we will specifically make sure he stays off screen during, like we'll overflow the missile.
Oh, and commentator's course.
Oh gosh.
Mr. Average Guy, unfortunately, not succumbing to Fantoon.
So, Mr. Guy Average, when you watch this back, just know chat didn't compliment Fantoon and help you out there.
Looks like he's starting off in series again, or I'm a little lost here.
No, he shouldn't be. Did he? Is he?
Yeah. Oh,
He
man.
is.
Well,
all right, let's go. Series round 2.
All right. Series hype, everybody.
Let's see if he goes for 100 shots on Ridley RTA.
Yeah, probably maybe some nerves, or we don't know what they have up their sleeves. And EODTex dispatching of the ghost. But yeah, this puts
here. One of these days, they're just gonna kick us off commentary for all these curses we've caused.
Yeah, maybe we should be like, I hope Fantoon kills every runner, so it's like they will make it.
For psychology.
Yeah, you know, instead of the commentator's curse, it's the luck, because we're just putting all the favor towards each of the situations that can take the runners out. Cosmic brain level IQ 2000. I don't know. And Tex making his way, gonna do a right side attic, looks like. Lays the power bomb, takes a little damage.
Pretty typical attic. Very nicely done, getting the attic spark.
Nice and lined up, how everybody likes it.
Ooh, and a 45-58 out of Mr. Guy Average there. Very nice job on that series.
All right, and Tex going through probably one of the second worst rooms in the game here. This group is
this stupid puddle room.
It's not like it'll kill you, but like it's just one of the worst rooms I've ever found in a game to navigate. And no bowling spark for Tex, but just is gonna run across the bowling alley.
And unfortunately takes a 3 spike. Had he angled down there, he might have been able to miss that last spike hit.
But it's got plenty ammo and good enough health. So Tex should be fine.
Julian, yes, unfortunately Mr. Guy Average died to Fantoon. It's because Quickie didn't sing the song.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forget the name of that song too, but I gotta be professional here, I guess. And Tex getting his gravity seat around 2430, so not too bad. And we'll see the next segment of the game from Tex, the Meridia segment, which is another very difficult part of the game. A lot of technical movement and more combat that you've got to do. And then, of course, everybody's favorite, soon-to-be deep-fried shrimp, hopefully, Dragon, which can go from a really, really good fight to very, very bad really, really quick. That fight can go really, really bad.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that to get the commenters luck.
Yeah, like we're just kind of like watching what we say at this point.
Yeah.
But in the Dragon fight, it is definitely important to hit that first spark, though.
Absolutely. Even if you don't, like, as long as you hit the next couple sparks in the right places, you can recover easily. It's not you'll waste some time, but it's not ideal. But it's workable.
MrGuyAverage having a very nice climb that never ends. Having a really nice parlor as well.
Ooh, and looks like it is ending.
We've noticed that every time in these runs with, in this tournament, with one exception, and we won't name names, but whenever a runner has died, their salty run back has always been like 500 times as clean as the previous one.
Ooh, and looks like Tex earlier got the frame perfect, or the jump out the door to get up that room before this room, the Shining Spark, the Mount Everest.
The fish tank jump?
Yeah, whatever that's called. I don't know anymore.
What even are words and names and rooms?
Oh, and looks like Tex is going for
safety.
Extra safety missiles and extra safety. That's not a bad idea. Not sure if Tex is watching the stream, but he may know that he's got a significant advantage. And these don't really hurt, especially for the Metroid rooms coming up later. Assuming you don't use them all.
Honestly, if we were Tex and had the stream up and knew that MrGuyAverage had unfortunately taken a death, we would probably take a few safeties too. Like, we'd probably pick up the Ridley E-Tank for one.
Yeah. Because the escape is also, especially the whole late game, things can just go bad in this game.
But that is one thing that's one thing we definitely can't talk about. You have at it, Quickie, but we have cursed at least 5 different runners across 3 different tournaments at Mother Brain, so...
Oh, it looks like Tex, rather than doing the opening X Factor, is opting to go straight for supers. Not a bad idea. But Baltoon does have a bit of a trolley hitbox. Getting another hit. Ooh, just not barely in time. There we go.
That stupid snake. Landball us down!
Stupid toilet snake. That's what I call Baltoon.
MrGuyAverage, very, very clean fast falls there out of the early supers room.
And definitely give kudos to MrGuyAverage for going back, because number one,
not easy to do.
Just to finish the races and just to get up here and play the game is just a feat in itself. With I'm not sure how many viewers we have in here, but
96 question.
96. All right.
Let's refresh that. That.
All 96
105.
viewers.
105s is what we're seeing on our end.
But also, too, the race times count for seeding as well. Because if you got forfeit, it is a 3-hour time and a loss, obviously. And as we've mentioned before, anything can happen in this game. There's still plenty of game, still plenty of things that can go right and things that can go wrong in this game.
And even if you die, you know, like, we've seen in this tournament already, you know, like someone died at some point, and then someone, you know, and then their opponent soft locked in Torian, and they won because they just ran it back. Like,
yeah,
it's definitely something in these races you don't want to just stop just because you died.
It ain't over till it's over. And Tech's getting a good spark. No X Factor, may not want to do that, but it's not too necessary. It gives you follow the X Factors connect at 1200, and Dragon has 6000. Usually, if you do the X Factor Shine Spark opening, you usually get Dragon down to about half health right off the bat. And nice lining up for the sparks.
What Tex is doing while sparking Dragon and, you know, doing the fight, the closer you are to Dragon when you do a spark, the more damage you'll actually do, because you'll be moving through Dragon at a slower speed at that point, and you do damage for every, like, what is it, frame that you're in Dragon's hitbox with the spark.
Yeah.
So if you're further away, you're going to be moving faster and therefore do less damage on the spark.
This is where Tex may want to be there. Okay, good.
Yeah, good.
One of the things I found is as the fight goes on with Dragon, it gets a lot more dangerous, especially when he's going fast. And I found that I get more chain damage when he's moving faster, for some reason. So good on Tex getting his spaceship at 3140 as Mr. Guy Average is
Already
re-asking Cray to the prom, and and Cray still wants to show off the dress.
Cray just really wants to wreck up the place today.
Oh, and wow, nice recovery there. A missile and a super getting him right after hitting a shot to get him to open his mouth. Not bad at all. Kudos, that's a really good recovery. Yes, 3 crates. Ah. All right, and Tech's making his way through Cacatek Alley. Nice, good area to get some supers.
Has good ammo coming out of Cac Alley. A good rule of thumb is that if you want to avoid farming supers on your way down to Metal Pirates, you want to have 4 supers leaving Cac Alley minimum. Like hard stop, bare minimum. If you have 3, then you have to rely on finding another super drop somewhere else. And since those CACs are gonna have like a 90% drop rate anyway, might as well get them there.
What Poppy said. All right. And Tech's doing a quick farm. Not a bad idea for safety. And getting his plasma beam. And starting off that pirate animation.
So that power bomb will drive the pirates on both sides of the wall down no matter where it's placed. But if you place it in the right spot, you'll actually kill one, or possibly we think you can kill both, but we've never personally seen both. So
I've never tried the strat, so I'm deferring to your expertise there.
You also have to be careful with it too, because it's possible that it causes the pirate on the left wall to jump across and into you as you're on the right side.
And those pirates do a good amount of damage.
Yeah.
And Tech's going down the drain to lower Norfair, or to lower Meridia, or I guess is where the sewage system of Meridia is. I don't know. Makes sense, because gravity. Mr. Average Guy making his way back to through Upper Norfair to go get his speed booster and wave beam.
So which route do you think Tex is going to take, the northern or the southern route?
Ooh, I do not know.
Oh,
I'm
and
gonna go.
unfortunately, Mr. Guy Average having to do the Cathedral Super Hunt here.
No,
Oh,
that's not good.
that's so unfortunate. And this is why ammo management is such an important part of this game.
Absolutely.
We're assuming.
Oh, he gets the.
Very
gets the super.
nice. We're assuming he it just slipped his mind and he kind of muscle memory to super in the previous room. That's something we've done plenty of times.
I think I saw Mr. Average do the 5 missiles, so he may not have had any going into there.
Interesting.
I think that's what I saw, but my eyes can lie, as they often do as you get older.
That's why we wear glasses.
I just am forgetful, so.
Fair enough.
All right, and let's see. What is Tex setting up for? Looks like Tex is setting up for the southern route, which is not all that much. You know, actually, it's kind of a wash. Depends on how it goes. But the southern route does have a little bit more swaggy strats, I feel.
It's got those two really, and we're only going to see one here, but it's got two really awesome space jumps. The reason why we believe we're only going to see the ones because we're sure he's going to want the Nutella refill, but unfortunately, commentator's curse misses the.
But you could also go for the Nutella short charge as well, which I think he's going to try to go. Looks like he's trying to go for.
He's only got 238 health. He's definitely wanting that.
Well, you can charge the Shrine Spark, get health, and then spark out. I think I've seen it done a couple times. And it's pretty memey when you see it. It's pretty cool.
Unfortunately, Mr. Guy Average taking a high D boost there. Getting knocked back up onto the initial platform. In singles chamber there.
And Tex making his way to Lower North Air to go and battle everybody's screaming lizard. Ridley Scott. Oh, I'm just sorry, Bruce Ridley.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm kidding. I like Alien and Ridley Scott movies. And looks like Tex is going to go just for power bombing.
Yeah, it looks
not a bad idea. That short charge can be a little difficult. If you're not set up to recover from it, it can make the lava go a little bit higher. And now on to the aptly named worst room in the game. And it looks like it's going to be the most...
That was a really nice backup strat, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That was a slick backup strat.
I've seen a lot of people...
just kill the pirates if it goes wrong.
I've seen a lot of people do that, where they'll kill the one pirate on the left, get that one frozen. Ooh.
Please, Tex, our hearts can't take any more.
No. All right. Okay. Tex is good. He's in good shape.
You don't want to drown in the beer in this game.
That's apple juice, I thought.
Oh, apple juice?
Yeah, of course.
It's family. It's more family friendly to be apple juice. You're right.
Yes.
Right.
It may have fermented, but it's apple juice. All right, and Tex going to I don't forget what this room is called. Wasteland. Oh yeah, Wasteland. Yeah. And
Power bombs of shame room.
And he goes to the Stone of Triumph afterwards by using that power bomb. So yeah. In time for the Ninja Pirates room.
You know what's really bad about Wasteland? This is kind of a funny story. Is that if you don't realize you don't have the super when you get down there, but you've used your last power bomb, you then have to leave to get the super, come come back and get power bombs of shame. Glad that hasn't happened to anyone yet.
That would just, to me, just be a reset.
That happened to us in a run the other day.
Oh. Oh, man. That is not fun. But lulz were had, you know.
Oh, absolutely. What else do you do but laugh at that?
Oh, there's nothing but. It looks like Tex is starting off pretty good with Ridley. Ridley's doing a lot of the pogo, which some runners prefer. Some runners prefer the aerial strats, but ooh, he's kind of getting a little angry here.
So overall, with the current beam combo, it will be 20 shots ultimately to destroy Ridley, and then you want to get picked up by him, and then Ridley explodes. Conversely, you can do what Tex is doing, and that is because Ridley has like 10 swoops left in him after death for some reason. So like if you run to the side like Tex was trying to do and jump up, that's supposed to set him to 0 and have Ridley kind of insta-die.
And he always blows up, so
yeah.
Ridley, rest in peace, Ridley.
Oh, everything blows up in this game.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The bosses, Sirius Station, the baby Metroid. Oh, got spoilers, sorry.
Oh, man.
Samus's suit, if you take a death, explodes. Power bombs explode.
Explosions explode. All right, and it looks like MrGuyAverage is
going for
no.
Debated. Thought he was gonna go for Ocean Fly.
Ocean Fly is
Tex resetting the room here.
Probably trying to farm.
He already beat Ridley. Where the heck are we? We knew this.
Well, you usually don't farm that room, so I guess he's trying to get some more ammo for safety, or.
Yeah, no, that's totally
not a bad idea.
We forgot and thought he still had yet to fight Ridley, and then got so confused. But very nice Wasteland Speedball.
I think Tex is going to be fine here. Ammo count, supers, and missiles. I guess going and taking those Dragon missiles, given. All
right.
So I think Tex is going to be fine as he goes into his Torian at this point.
And rematch for MrGuyAverage here. Y'all compliment Fantoon. Fantoon, we like your eye. It's very beautiful.
Those teeth are also very pearly white.
Yes, you take very good care of them with your ghost toothpaste.
And those flames are superb. Like they are the most beautiful looking. That didn't help.
No, let's be real. Those flames could be better. They could be Kappa flames.
They could.
Kappa flames, like in what root randos we think have the Kappa flame?
I think they also have the reserve tanks as Kappas or Franker Z.
Yes. Yeah. Oh God, effing chat for respects to Franker Z. Rest in peace.
And looks like MrGuyAverage is going to go for Doppelering again. Ooh, a little early on that. The timing there could be a little difficult if you don't know how long to start running. It looks like he's going to get the left slow pattern. Ooh, and missing the eye.
That eye, just Fantoon just looking at Samus like, I see you there.
I see you, Samus. Shaking that wave.
I see you. I'm just going to disappear now. I'm just going to disappear.
Shooting that wave. Oh, man. Props if chat knows the actual song. All right, and MrGuyAverage is getting his revenge against Fantoon.
We had actually thought he enraged him there, so whew.
We dodged one, and looks like super count's decent right now. Not very lenient on the power bomb count, but this is fine. It's workable. And Tex is making his way back through the game, backtracking a bit to get to Criteria and then onto the Golden Four.
Yeah, so making his way uptown, walking fast, no faces are passing, but he is homebound. So, and one of the final stretches here, as he makes his way to Torian and the Golden Four.
And Tex passes the Forgotten Fish.
The Forgotten Fish. That is fishy laugh.
I haven't heard anybody claim ownership of it lately, so it's
that is and always will be Seffy Fish, aka Fishy Laugh.
Punkfish for life.
Oh, blasphemy. How did we agree to this commentary with you, Quickie?
I do not know.
Calling it Punkfish.
They race for pink slips on that, okay? They race pinks on that. All right, and Tex going through Criteria. Let's see if he gets the awesome. Ooh, no, missing the speed jump through there. Just looks really cool. Saves a couple seconds, but this is fine. And MrGuyAverage running across the bowling lane himself and hoping not to slip on the oil, aka spikes.
That's a really terrible bowling lane to have spikes in it. No wonder this Chozo's a terrible bowler.
No wonder he steps over the foul line like just now. God.
Could you imagine if he just threw you back into the spikes?
I'm pretty sure someone has thought about doing a ROM hack of that.
That
like a Kaizo Metroid.
Oh, hilarious.
All right, and looks like Tex is watching his statue fade into a shade of gray as it makes its way down to Torian.
Like
50?
We think there's 49 shades of gray there.
No, I think there's 50 shades of gray.
50?
50. Or 50 more shades of gray, I'm sorry.
Ooh, maybe. So 100 shades of gray?
50, then another 50. But not 100 at the same time. Alright, it looks like Tex is making his way down into Metroid Room 1. Let's see if he... Probably not going to do any groupings. Got good super count. Taking it a little slower.
That's not necessarily a bad thing in Torian, though. You definitely have to keep a strong eye on that ammo of yours.
Yeah, it looks like he's opting to use supers to go a little faster since he does have a little bit of buffer there.
That's great. You got Aqua.
And kind of Kojak's one, but needs to be a little careful here. Sitting at 9 supers, it should be fine. Probably will switch to doing missiles, or may decide to... Nope, just go for it. All right. And I sit corrected.
We can't blame him for that, having the 25 missiles anyway. Like, he's in a good position to finish up.
Right. Now the question on everybody's mind is, will there be a baby skip? Nope, does not look like it. Texas damaging themselves down.
Slinky, no, but another thing could that we're not going to mention because we don't want it to happen. Not stand up, but something else. Facing right, very nice. Very nice. Always look back, see those frames you saved.
And contemplate your run.
Yes, and if you're in the lead, look for the other runner.
Especially if they're in their previous room. That means a close race.
Yes.
Alright. Ooh, Kojak. Oh.
He's still fine. He's got 25.
Yeah.
It can be done on 20 and 6, so he could take the next 2 as supers and be just fine.
Well, that doesn't happen every day.
What, 20 and 6?
Oh no, just sometimes shooting a missile into the ground.
Oh.
That rarely happens.
Yeah, right? Like, geez, no one's done that this tournament.
Opting not to do the safety save. All right.
Good luck, Tex.
Good luck, Tex. As he goes into this, having a little bit of issue getting. Oh, there we are. Getting the Zep skip.
Right, so MrGuyAverage about to be starting his bot fight here. This is the screen we're gonna watch. You have fun over there with Tex. It looked like all 4 hit there for MrGuyAverage, but they definitely didn't.
Usually you can tell they all hit if you have the audio. If you hear 4.
Yeah. 4 bot wound hit sounds, yeah.
And looks like Tex is starting his Mother Brain 2 fight. 20 shots to finish off.
Whew. Alright, Tex is through. Very nicely done. Gonna damage him down. Slinky, the other thing we were talking about that wasn't stand-up was the catch-up beam that Tex thankfully avoided. And MrGuyAverage getting that halfie.
It looks like MrGuyAverage is trying to farm some of those Metroids to get some supers. Not a bad idea. Could help you in case the Dragon fight does go a little souther than you would want. And he's about to start his dance with the... Ooh, and just... Swag Moonfall to kill those turrets. Can't say that I've ever seen that before.
I think that Moonfall saves you, what, 500 minutes if you get it?
It saves you an AT&T calling card.
Yes. It lets you call collect for free.
With a payphone. Yay, payphones! Oh, and the baby Metroid dies, and as Tex...
MrGuyAverage, gotta be careful, he has only 109 health left.
Oh no, this...
Do not be us and do another spark.
Do not do the quickie spark. Do not do the quickie spark.
Wait, what's the quickie spark?
Oh, I'll have to show you some other time.
Is that where you spark with 94 energy left, like we've done?
Yeah, kind of-ish. Alright, and
he's gotta be really careful. Dragon's gonna be coming in quick.
Oh, there we are.
Alright.
Got the one off. Really good.
Oh,
and
gosh.
We can breathe safely now.
Emergency and Franker Z and/or Magoo as Tex starts his escape. Let's get those cats and dogs in chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, and Tex making his way through the escape room with the with the other pirates that are doing things. I don't understand, like, the planet's blowing up and they're just like, they don't seem like they're trying to escape. It's like they've accepted their fate.
In their lore, we think the space pirates would rather stand and fight and die to try and kill Samus than to save themselves. Boostin is correct, however. Do not save the animals. There's never enough time for. Even if you had 9 hours to do it, it's still not enough time to save the animals. Just GTF off the planet.
Wait, there's animals? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Supposedly, that's what we've heard.
Wink, yeah, you know, for legal reasons. There's animals? What?
Yeah.
And it looks like Tex finishing in with an official SRL time of 55:05. So let's give Tex some GGs, everybody.
GG to Tex. Do we want to get him in for an interview at all?
Find out.
Find out if he wants to join in with us.
All right, and it looks like MrGuyAverage is making his way down to Lower Norfair by going through all the fun Meridia area.
Big old wet area known as Meridia.
Yeah. Let's see. It looks like EODTex, according to the SRL chat here, has improved his personal best race time by 2 minutes and 58 seconds. So congrats there as well. Yeah, really good.
Really hope he comes in for an interview. Would be interested to see if he can.
Yeah.
Because I didn't notice his final in-game time there. In-game RTA time as opposed to SRL race time. MrGuyAverage picking up his ice speed, gonna be moving Lower Norfair.
And which route do you think he's gonna take? Poppy, northern or southern?
We think he'll take the southern as well.
All right.
Probably should have kept that on until the Deer Force, but
Oh, it's okay. We'll be hearing it again. I have high confidence in that.
Yeah, oh definitely. We'll definitely be hearing that music again.
And you were right. The southern route it is.
Yes. Y'all, Deer Force is in chat for EODTex. Oh, and unfortunately just missing the jump through. So MrGuyAverage getting to the elevator and entering Lower Norfair.
Ooh. Got that hype Lower Norfair music going as Tex is playing some Gradius 3. And Mr. Guy Average going to worst stream of the game. Let's see how he fares here. Looks like he's going to go do the and howdy Tex.
And it looks like Tex is here. Hello, Tex? Question mark.
Hi, I'm here.
Hey, welcome in, Tex. And turn down my volume a bit. So Tex, GG on your run. Absolutely great race. You didn't stop. You didn't give up. Was that another PB for you today, or was that just the race PB?
That was just a race PB. I PB'd earlier today with a 54.41.
Very
congrats.
nice. Very nicely done, y'all. PogChamp's in chat for Tex's earlier PB today. So, how did you feel going into the Mother Brain fights? You're like obviously your ammo was good, everything was looking good. Were you nervous at all because you hadn't seen the dot done yet? Did you know that Mr. Guy Average had died to Fantoon?
Oh, I had no idea he died, but
yeah.
I'm just in the zone when I race.
So the zone, that's fair. Fair.
Like, to me, it's really comfortable to have no problem with it, but yeah.
So, what were your main concerns with the race? Like, what were your areas that you were really worried about?
Oh gosh, we had a lot of really manga-esque moments from both y'all, although offhand, the ones that are on our mind the most right now were Mr. Guy Average's Fantoon and Dragon.
I didn't really I mean, I was excited for this race because our PBs are so similar. I didn't really have any worries, so to speak, but I did feel I played sloppy in quite a few areas. Fantoon, for example, I somehow managed to not doppel him once, which was weird. Because in my PB earlier today, I did a perfect 3-round doppel, so...
Oh wow. Very nicely done on that. You don't typically do the X Factor strats, do you?
No, I would need safe state practice to work with that, and I'm just playing on console with just the original cart. I don't have any flash cart or game save or anything like that. So
that's fair. That's understandable. Yeah, we definitely remember trying to practice Fantoon back before we had our SD2 SNES. We just had a save state at the ship, and we just kept going back and forth. Very nice fight there by Mr. Guy Average from Ridley. Not gonna pick up the Ridley.
Pick up the Ridley E-Tank. Yeah. Not a bad idea, just to make sure to finish the run.
Oh, absolutely.
Good safety. Lower Norfair can still be a little trolly, and yeah. And
especially the Three Musketeers. Those are trolly as heck.
The candy or the sorry, yes. The Three Musketeers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But that nougat trolls me all the time.
Yes.
That nice nougat filling.
So we say they can be trolly, but really they are actually very manipulatable, as are the ones in the shaft coming up here in the next room after Wasteland.
Oh yeah, they're hard to manipulate. They can be where you don't want them to be, and they can easily take you down energy tank or 2. Or
3 or 4 or 5 if you're not careful.
Let's be quiet about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We don't want them to know that they can do that.
We're doing it again. We're giving the curses out.
Nah, we're good. See, like but the good thing with old route though is you have the plasma beam, which you can hitbox through them, and use those iframes that the enemies have to kind of run through them. So that's one way to get around it. Old route or new route, you don't have that option. Except for the metal pirates for some reason.
Yeah, you can clip through them with anything. You just gotta like get them to. It's like a free damageless Kago with the metal pirates. Oh God. Okay. Whew. It's through the Three Musketeers there.
Alright, and looks like MrGuyAverage has made his way out the lower Norfair and is gonna make his way to Criteria and with one last moonfall in Norfair, and then to Torian. A little high on that jump. But I don't know about you. Every time I get that jump where in that save room where I just go to the other side, it just feels really, really good.
We get it maybe 0.1% of the time. Like, it's whenever we get that, we are just so happy. We don't even think there's a good visual cue for even taking the shot and then making your jump. Like, you just gotta kind of time it.
I think I may have found something, but it's like if you see that one of those spikes coming on the ceiling, you can make it, I think. But yeah, it's nonetheless a very, very difficult shot and a jump. And MrGuyAverage passing the fish of infinite custody disputes.
Fishy loft. Tex, whose fish is that? If you're still here, whose fish is that? Is it
I don't pay attention to. I don't pay attention to memes.
Oh.
Oh, ouch.
Doesn't pay attention to the politics of fish. That's probably a safe call there. All right, and MrGuyAverage, see if he's gonna go take the ship refill or if he's just gonna run by. Yep, just gonna run by. It's like, I'll see you in a bit. Got stuff to do.
Tex just over there blowing up sand snake heads and everything else that gets in his way. Blue ships, orange ships, you name it. The Antlion from Final Fantasy IV even doesn't stand a chance. I think we heard it call him a spoony bard.
All right, and looks like MrGuyAverage is taking his time to take a break at a 7th inning stretch. So he can take me out to the Metroid. Well, these statues do their thing. How does that song go? I forgot. I think I did it the last time I commentated, but I don't remember. It's been lost, or someone's probably clipped it. I think there was something about space.
You can't blame us for trying.
Oh no, I knew what you were doing. I try to remember. It's just I'll probably create some new variation of it that's probably not correct. And then actual people who know the song will be like, "That's not right."
But it's your song.
It is my song.
Therefore, it can never be wrong if you sing it.
All right, and Mr. Guy Average is starting his Torian run. Let's see how he's gonna go. He's gonna take it a little slow. Take it a little slower. Not a bad idea. Running a little bit past that first Metroid, but doing the first Metroid room just fine. Gets caught by that one Metroid. Yeah, they'll be fine.
Gotta be really careful here. You know what? We're just not gonna say anything. He's gonna get through Torian just fine with full ammo, and nothing bad is gonna happen.
I'm just shutting my mic off right now.
Yeah, right? Like, who commentates in Torian? That's just where all the bad stuff happens when you say things. Okay.
Actually, no, he's fine. All right, he's good. All right. And let's see if Mr. Guy Average is going to go attempt baby skip. No. No attempted baby skip here.
We do not blame him.
Oh, I love getting baby skip. It is so satisfying.
We have never gotten it once.
All right, and actually facing the right way.
Facing the wrong way. Facing left.
No regrets. He's facing forward, not looking back, never surrendering. Never look back, never surrender.
So the reason why you want to face right there is because you save 40 frames, because you don't get the stand-up animation.
Right.
For those that are in chat that might not know.
And starting their final descent, one last meme fall. Well, the second to last meme fall.
The second last meme fall of the game.
Ooh, and first try Zeb skip.
Very nicely done.
All right, and only thing I think Mr. Guy Average has got to worry about is the snipe, and the turrets were actually very well behaved, facing the other direction most of the time. So, good guy turrets.
So 20 shots here to Mother Brain. Catch-up phase starts at 16. Yeah, War Drinker, you are absolutely correct. That was just a really nice, really clean Mother Brain one.
Ooh, gotta be careful not to take another catch-up there.
Thankfully, he's got that scary tank.
Oh
gosh!
Oh, just debating us, just building the suspense, but we good. Whoa, and
we in there.
Not sure. The power bomb, was that just for? Probably just for show, for fireworks. Get one last one off.
So, y'all get those baby thumps out and ready in chat, because we are about to see one of the saddest gaming moments in history. So we think a previous co-commentator said top 10 anime betrayals right here. This is number 1. There it is. I cry every time. So sad.
Sniff, sniff. And just as the baby dies, my stream buffers.
So unfortunate.
I was spared the moment.
So MrGuyAverage getting revenge for the baby here on Mother Brain 3.
Having a really good Mother Brain 3 fight.
Yes, you might say it's Mother Brain's final form.
The final countdown. And looks like MrGuyAverage is trying to do some moonfalls on Mother Brain.
So the big question on everyone's mind, or at least on our mind, is MrGuyAverage going to save the animals or do the appropriate thing and let them burn?
Hey, leave them behind. Leave them behind.
Yeah, leave them behind.
Legal reasons, okay? Legal. Legal told us we can't talk about, you know. Yeah. But if we just simply neglect them because we don't know they're there. Looks like MrGuyAverage is having a little bit of issue.
Strikes again.
Falling right down. That can happen if you break spin and you're expecting to do some wall jumps. And the last moonfall of the game, and beautifully done.
The third last moonfall of the game.
Third last moonfall, of course. But I think it was the last. Ooh, a nice behemoth spark too.
Very nicely done. Are we sure it's the Behemoth Spark and not the JD Spark?
I don't know.
I think 2018's the year of making
of making JD known again.
JD everything named after everything currently named after Behemoth.
I don't know anymore. I do not know.
All right, GG to MrGuyAverage, finishing with an official SRL race time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 30 seconds. GG to MrGuyAverage.
All right.
Planet explodes. And silence. Y'all, GG to both runners. They both ran a really... So unfortunately, MrGuyAverage taking that death, but his salty run back was a very, very good run back on that. Y'all, make sure you give those runners a follow. Make sure you follow Quickie Mart as well, my co-commentator. Make sure you follow the organizers, Feasel, you know, all that stuff. Follow yourselves, follow your hearts, etc., etc.
And I always like to say too, I'll also give Poppy a follow. So Poppy's awesome. So be sure to give them a follow as well. And it's also both runners and also to all the speed gaming channels, so you can get your speed gaming fix of many games other than Super Metroid.
Alright, so make sure we get those Deer Forces in chat once it pops up there on MrGuyAverage's stream. Certainly don't want to forget those.
Do we have time to get MrGuyAverage in for another one, or?
I actually don't know what's coming up next?
I do not know either. But if we want to get a quick, couple comments from Mr. Guy Average, then if we have time, we can do that.
Yeah, we're still waiting on the Deer Force anyway.
Yeah, not totally over yet.
Yeah,
and we have been kicked or told we gotta leave.
Gotta get that Deer Force in.
Absolutely. And looks like we got him. He's in the join here first.
Y'all Deer Force as well there for Mr. Guy Average.
Okay, looks like we may or may not be able to get Mr. Guy Average in.
Yeah, not sure if his mic's working, but there's only one way to find out. So.
Yeah.
We will know soon enough if he joins us here on air.
Oh, here we are.
Hello?
Hey. Oh,
Whoa.
It's working. It's working.
Oh, can you hear me? All right,
Mr.
cool.
Guy Average, GG on your run.
GG.
Unfortunately, you took that
Yeah.
Fantoon. Very feels bad, but you had a really great salty run back after that.
Yeah.
So definitely
Super salty, trust me.
through.
And you had a really good run going up to there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I was like gold at bombs. That was like the best segment I've ever done that.
Yeah, that was a good, nice sub 5 bomb time. I think it was sub 5 bombs, and then a good sub 8 minute charge time too. So that was a lot of good things coming from that run.
That was like a sub 750 charge time?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think it was 747.
Yeah, that was
insane.
insane. That was an awesome charge time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, for sure. I mean, in my next matches, I will make sure I'm not gonna die to Fantoon. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Fantoon can be pretty troll. Just so you know, we told everyone in chat to compliment Fantoon so you'd get the fast and good RNG, and no one did it. So make sure you blame chat for your Fantoon death.
Yeah. Next time, I won't look at the chat ever. Then if I don't see it, then it doesn't happen. So it's all right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely good job on sticking it out. And once again, Tex, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
We've had a lot of fun commentating it. Once again, make sure you follow the runners. They ran their hearts out. Follow Quickie Mart again. Here's links in chat once more. We are Poplars, and we will see you next mission.
All right, bye everybody, and also be sure to give Poppy and the runners a follow. And yeah, see you next time, everybody.